Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Let's Play series, episode number 5 as the Empire of Space Japan. Before we get into today's episode, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, join the Discord down in the description below, and consider becoming a member if you want to see more content like this, as without your support, we will unfortunately not be able to make it. Alright, let's move on. So, what are we doing today? Well, we are continuing where we last left off, and preparing ourselves for the inevitable countdown of raiders showing up. We have a total of 9 systems currently explored, and once we hit that 10th system, we will have raiders head our way. To ensure that we are ready for those raiders, we need to have patrols in place, fighter bases deployed, colonies protected, and our commercial ships defended in a surefire way. Right now, we're currently in the system of Talos, and because we're in the system of Talos, we have a lot of commercial ships which don't have a lot of defensive capabilities that we need to be aware of course. In that regard, we're going to have to move all this stuff back, but for now, we're going to keep it where it is until we explore that 10th system. In terms of our industrial and economical activity, we are expanding. We have Arrakis, which now has mines and will begin mining operations to mine out its corbomite and other resources. And we also have other planets like Luthien, which has a lot of uranium and iridium that we'll be using, and other worlds as well that we've explored. In today's episode, I want to begin efforts to explore Minerva and Talos and begin colonization in both of those, and in that regard, stabilize the jump points between either. Alright, let's begin incrementing along then, shall we? Okay, the JNS Normandy just finished construction. That is our next Akagi class vessel. That has been assigned up to Shipyard Fleet 1. So if we go over to Shipyard Fleet 1, if I go up here, where is Shipyard Fleet 1? Am I being blind once more? Shipyard Fleet... Tankers, reserves, logistics, Naval Reserve Command. There it is. Alright, we will detach the Akagi, and we're going to need to grab ourselves quite a few more fighters. The Akagi class carrier obviously uses a lot more fighters, 24 F2s and 9 F1s. So I'm also going to produce more infrastructure while we're at it, but I'm going to need to, as I said, begin producing more fighters. I'm going to begin producing 6 more F2 fighters at 100% capacity, and then 9 F1s and 3 O1s. So 100% capacity there. There we go. And that will be enough for the Akagi and its needs. So we will then create a squadron. We will call this the 11th Fighter Squadron, and we're going to rename this to, let me think, Wasps, 11th Fighter Squadron, 12th Fighter Wing. Well, no, we can do 25th Fighter Wing. And then, yeah, that's good enough for me. We're going to move that over then to Naval Command. Well, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to rename this to Carrier Strike Group 3. Or first carrier group, or the third carrier group. And I'm then going to move some destroyers over there as well for defensive purposes. We're going to need, obviously, to add in a destroyer escort. So we're going to create a subfleet destroyer escort. Put our destroyers in there. We've got the Volga, Mount Rainier, and Vistula. And we're also going to need another destroyer. We'll put the Him Etna in there as well. And now we just need to add in the fighters. We have 18 F2s, which we will add to this squadron. But we'll need the F1s, obviously, before we can move this over. I'm going to, however, move this into the immediate, the immediate carrier group in terms of the first Naval Command. So third carrier group, and then we'll be able to get that moved around. Speaking of which, I'm thinking as Arrakis starts to head towards 10 million, we're probably going to want to move it to having one, a division station there, but second, having a carrier group station out of Arrakis, and that will allow us to project power. And since we already have fuel and supplies here, that's not too much of an issue for us. It just will require more overall supplies. So, how much actual tonnage does the Akagi need? So, 40,000 tons. Then we're going to have each carrier group has a total of 4 destroyers, if I remember myself correctly. So that's 80,000 tons. We then have 24 fighters. That's 12,000, so 92,000 tons. 97,000. So we're looking at approximately 100,000 tons. Okay, and to achieve 100,000 tons, we are going to need approximately 60 maintenance facilities on the planet, which we should be able to provide. So let's go have a look at our freighter situation, and hopefully we'll be able to provide that in workers. Yes, we should be able to. Currently, our freighters are moving over, if I remember, mines. Freighter number 2, what are you doing? You will be done at some point, but we'll have to wait. Anyway, let us increment along here then. And we just finished research of xenological equipment. Very nice. I'm going to begin research into construction equipment next. And we are also now stabilizing up this jump stabilization point to Minerva, which is a fantastic thing, which will mean we'll be able to actually bring in colonization into Terra Nova and into that area. So stabilize on that end for me, please. And yeah, we're still waiting for freighters, obviously, because we want to get the colonization for Talos sorted out and get fighter defenses in here. In terms of the first on A, there is a gas giant, obviously, but there is 2 gas giants as far as I can tell. So we have Talos C. Yeah, Talos C. So there's two gas giants here, but nothing too valuable, of course. And we should begin to get infrastructure moved over to Talos B3. In that regard, what I am going to do is I'm going to look at our name list, which if you guys give me just a second to find, and we're going to name Talos B3 before we formally get the colonization situation sorted out for it. So we will name, in Talos, we will name this system, or this body, let us go for Invictus, the colony, Invictus colony, we will officially call this. And then we will assign a governor. Very good. In terms of our mining industry, what is going on there? Our wealth is going down significantly. We need to be very careful of that. Oh my god, our wealth has absolutely exploded. That's our maintenance supply problem. Let us halt on those maintenance supplies because we cannot produce those at such a fast rate. We are producing some financial centers to try and combat that. Slip rate has been added, and we are now obviously surveying this area. The Issei, the lamprey, finished up construction. So what we're going to do is we are going to detach. We're going to make a squadron. And we're going to then bring over 3 F2s to be constructed to be part of the strike group. I'm going to then change your standing orders. And we're then going to put you under the survey command as required. So now we have 6 total. We are going to head you over to Actum. And I'm going to make sure that we do produce another, I'm going to say 36 F2 fighters, but we will do 39 instead, after the F1s are finished up construction. And now we are surveying this gravitational survey point, which is good. Okay, mechanized company finished up here. Arrakis now 6.44 million people. So what we're going to do is we are going to move, what is our ground force situation looking like? So we have 2 regiments currently available. So let me just rename you to the 10th Infantry Regiment. HQ. And then we're going to assign these battalions. That'll be a total of 4 regiments available. So we now have the 11th and 12th. So 11th Infantry Regiment, HQ, and then the 12th Infantry Regiment. I mean, that's not exactly the correct name. Regiment. There we go. So now we have 4 infantry regiments available. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ship off the 2nd Infantry Division. But in that regard, I'm going to rename... I'm going to rename this to the Infantry Division. So 3rd Infantry Division. Okay, HQ. We're going to hit Mount Pop-Up. We're going to hit Show Elements. We are going to move over everything into the war stock, but then take out the division headquarters. Take the colonel out. And then we're going to attach our infantry regiments under that there, so that we are just going to form a division as required. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. We have a full division ready to go. We're going to move over the 2nd Infantry Division. So I'm going to order for the 2nd Infantry Division to be moved. Let me grab over to my naval logistics. True transport fleet. You are going to begin movement of that division. So we're going to head over to Earth. We're going to hit load ground unit. We're going to hit load or sub. And we are going to move over the 2nd Infantry Division. We'll have to do this, obviously, one at a time. We're going to take you over to Zitomir, and we're going to unload onto the planet. Head back to Sol. Refuel. Hit again. We're going to load up the 6th Infantry Regiment. Head that back over to Zitomir. Unload. Head to Sol. Fuel. Do the exact same thing for the 3rd. So 3rd to the 7th Infantry Regiment. Move that over to Zitomir, hit unload, head back to Sol again, do another refuel, and then we're going to load up the 3rd Infantry Division, not the 3rd Infantry Division, the 2nd Infantry Division. Take that over to Zitomir, and then hit unload, and that should effectively sort ourselves out in terms of ensuring we have enough ensuring that we have enough forces on Arrakis to defend the larger population that we will now have there. And then also, as we increase maintenance facilities here, I want to get this to be a proper military outpost for our defense. Repairs have been carried out. Let's continue incrementing along. Jump Stabilization Group 1 is done in Minerva. We finally have colonists on Invictus, which is great. We are going to need to get maintenance facilities moved over as quickly as possible. In the short term, I'm going to dispatch the GNS Labrador to Talos and to the colony for protection. And as part of that as well, what I'm going to do is detach the Kent to head towards Talos, and you're going to sit at the jump point. We'll move them back as needed, but I'm feeling that raiders will be approaching somewhat shortly, so we'll dispatch those immediately. If we have a look over at Minerva, we finished up stabilization here, which is fantastic news. So I'm going to have the jump stabilization group head back to Sol and begin refueling as needed. Gravitational survey done of Proxima, which is good news. We can now have a look. We have Actum, Talos, and Minerva that now need surveying. So I'm going to order for the Crab. So we're going to order you to head back to Sol. Refuel, resupply. And then head directly over to, let's go to Actum to begin surveying over there. Because we still do not have a good enough survey situation or survey idea from that kind of area. Let me have a look now. Can we begin sorting the 3rd carrier group out? So we need to detach. How many F2s do we have on here? We have a total of 18 F2s. We need 4 more to be sent over. Detach. Go over to this fighter squadron, and then we're going to detach all the F1s. We're going to bring that over to the fighter wing, and we're going to detach the O1s, and we are going to then have them land on the 3rd carrier group, land and assign onto the mothership. And there we go. We now have the 3rd carrier group ready and willing to move to wherever it needs to go. Fully ready for action, and we will, be exactly ready for whatever comes our way. Ahab constructed. Lamprey is over here, and we'll begin a geological survey. Deep space tracking stations completed on Earth, which is good news. We can then begin moving those over to places. However, that did free up industry, and we're going to use that industry to begin construction of, let me think here, what would be useful for us? I'm thinking more, maybe more financial centers, maybe more commercial shipyards. In terms of our troop transports, we're not really in a position of being able to build troop transports, so I'm going to order up 2 more commercial shipyards to be constructed, and we'll get them on the way. We're also in process of obviously surveying Actum here, which is very nice. And we're building more F2 fighters for construction purposes. We're going to need quite a few more, including more F1s, to be able to manage our Condors. Actually, that is something that I do want to do. So we will go down on Q on this, and I will begin construction of space station. We will order up 3 more Condors to be produced. And I'm going to begin building fighters. We're going to begin building 6 more O1s to be constructed, and also get the F2s constructed, of course, as well. Have we found anything of particular notes? So survey sites, not much. Mineral text, we are looking in this system. A lot of Magnesium, a lot of Sorium, a lot of different resources on this moon, on this terrestrial world. It's a Venusian world. Definitely very interesting. And we're continuing our survey on the 2nd star over here. The Kent has completed orders and arrived in Talos. So, and the Labrador is also moving off, of course, as well. So I'm going to move the jump tender and the tanker away. So jump tender, move back to Sol. And begin refueling. And we now have our escort carriers in the area. We're doing our gravitational survey right now, which is good news. Labrador is now orbiting Invictus colony over here and providing the initial defense capabilities for the colony before we can get a fighter base. Arrakis now hitting 7.23 million people. And Jump Stabilization Group has completed orders and is now orbiting Earth, which is fantastic news. We're continuing to try and find new jump points for our exploration efforts. But so far I've not found anything of a particular note. Let's head over to Actum again. Let's have a look at what we can see. We found this terrestrial world, some Galasite, not a lot else. We're continuing our survey efforts, of course, and we will see what we can find. We're going to have a look at probably designing a new survey vessel here once we get ion drive technology. Probably just be a bigger version of what we currently have as needed. All right, the Jinsu just finished up. And yeah, the Jinsu did just finish up, which is a good indication. We're going to do 1-day increments now as we continue our survey efforts here. Northumberland and Kent. Jellyfish completed our overhaul, so we're going to now move the Jellyfish over. We're going to head you over to what systems are currently in progress. We're going to head you over to Talos then. Begin surveying of that area. F1 constructed, Condor constructed, which is good news. Northumberland completed orders, orbiting Earth. Continuing to survey now. Okay, what have we found, if anything? Minerals. Let's have a look at Actum B. Okay, Galasite, Verenderite on this world. Quite a lot of Verenderite. Not a lot else, though. Not a lot else indeed. However, Actum does present a colony, though that's pretty far away overall. Jump Tender has completed orders, is now orbiting Earth. That's good to know. And we are continuing our survey efforts, though we have not found many more jump points. Jump points have been pretty rare, unfortunately. Production of fuel harvest is done. We're now going to begin production of more research labs, maybe. Sector Command. Did we actually manage to ever get that Sector Command done? I don't remember if we did. Sector Command. we should be able to assign 4 sector command if I head over to commanders. And we head over to here. If we head over to sector command, civilian administrators, sector command, academy commandant, fleet commander, naval admin commands. I'll head over to administrators, sectors. Yes, Sol sector. There we go. Civilian admin. I want someone who is good at mining primarily. We will put this person in charge of mining. Assigned to Sol sector. If we have over to what Sol sector actually means, we can see that. So if we go to sectors. So Sol sector is, how do we determine what is a sector and what isn't? So Sol sector, yes. Sol sector. Okay, so we can go one out here. So Alpha and Proxima. So we're going to need to construct, let's do 2 more sector commands at 20%. They're pretty expensive, but they're worth it for the bonus, the overall bonus they provide. And yeah, of course, we're continuing our surveying of these 2 areas here. F2 is just complete construction, which is good news. We found a new jump point in Act 2. Okay, are we ready to uncover the potential alien threat? What do we have in Sol? Okay. Sol fight defenses are all over the place. We've got civilians moving back and forth. I'm going to order the Essex to begin moving through to Talos, and then back to Sol, and then refuel, and then just cycle those orders back and forth. And I'm going to get ready to fight. I mean, yeah, I think we're ready. It's going to be hard. It's going to be interesting, but we'll do it. So let's head over to Act 2. And let us grab the lamprey. Maybe not lamprey. Yeah, let's grab the lamprey. We'll give it the honor of going through the jump point. Standard transit. 10 days. Okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. We discover a system of 427. The system has a single Venusian world in it. And we will name this system, in honor, we will name this system Calodon. That'll be the system name. And we will now get ready for the obvious alien threats that we will probably now face. Aliens detected on Nerox. Here we go. Detection 4,600 kilometers per second. Let's head over to Nerox, where is the detection has been made. We will hostile that alien immediately. Luthien fighter defenses are in range. We've picked up thermal signature. We will immediately go over to Luthien fighter defenses. We will go over to Luthien fighter defenses. Luthien fighter defense. We will begin by detaching OBS 1. OBS 1 actives on. You are going to head towards contacts. Follow contacts at... Yeah, begin following contacts. We are going to detach squadron. 10th Fighter Squadron, you are going to head towards enemy contact. Thermal signature 168. Okay, here we go. Inbound. Okay, resolution 100. Still taking some time. Detection at GPS 5328. EMs have picked it up. We are going to prepare our fighters. Ship combat ready. Also assign fire controls. All the fire controls are not also assigning. Assign to fleet. OBS 1, you are going to follow contact at 500,000 kilometers if possible. Do not get any closer. We are speeding up on target. Enemy is dilly-dallying a little bit. We've detected GPS 32. Active sensor 3. Okay, tonnage still not detected because of cloaking. Still no detection on cloak. Okay, we are getting very, very close without detection here. Thermal actives. Okay, turn on fighter squadron actives, please. Actives on. We have suffered 1 energy impact. 753 tons, likely 7,000 tons. Sensors are on. I'm going to turn on all sensors for this. If possible, I like to turn all sensors on immediately. Sensors on. Alright, we are going to target vessel. We're going to open fire control, assign all. We are going to try and close in as quick as possible. We are without range. We took a single shot. We are moving in. Nearly on top of target. Okay, here we go. What happened? So, what happened was... the F-117164 was attacked by energy weapons. 1 penetrating hit. It suffered a catastrophic explosion and was destroyed. We fired 47 energy weapon impacts at a hit chance of 90%. And we scored multiple penetrating hits. And we can now do a second wave. 12 penetrating hits on target. And another 45 penetrating hits on target. The target is now attempting to flee the area. And destruction of Gamma class Traveler. 7,528 tons is size. We suffered a single F2 casualty. We will begin heading back to Luthien fighter defenses. Land on mothership. Land on the side mothership / squadron. Land and join an assigned squadron. And we will have the O1 immediately head back as well to Luthien fighter defenses. So we lost a single F2. We are going to have to get that replaced. But that is our first successful combat. Who did the killing blow? Target was destroyed by 3 hits. F2166, Fighter 179. Fighter 179. No Admiral or Commander for that fighter. Have you head back? That is our first encounter with the alien threat, and we managed to destroy it. We will need to obviously cease fire all of our weapons. Cease fire the fleet. And begin heading back. There we go. We've landed. Successful action taken there. And we have secured ourselves against the enemy threat. Caledon. In Caledon, we have threats detected. We have another Gemenon class Traveler. It's heading directly towards us. We are going to begin moving in the opposite direction. So this is the Lamprey. Lamprey, we are going to have you head out of Actum. And we are going to launch our strike group immediately. Strike group launched. And we're going to turn on actives on all of the strike group. We're going to head directly towards contacts and engage. Enemy is steering off. We are going to try and keep them away from friendly. We're going to keep minimum distance of 1 million kilometers from target. Continue following from target. Target is moving off. It has decided not to engage. Let's see what observed weapons we saw from target. 2 times 4.5. Current contact is detected in Caledon. We are going to move back towards our Lamprey. We're going to follow with a minimum distance of 250,000 kilometers. And we are going to provide close-in protection until the enemy moves away from us. Enemy is heading off into the other direction. And we are going to get the Lamprey out of here. Caledon, we're going to restrict from access at this point. New aliens detected in Nerox. Pycon class Traveler. Alright, begin launching Luthien class fighter defenses. This is where it's kicking off, ladies and gentlemen. Detach. And begin moving. Actives on. That's how you do all the actives on. There we go. Head towards contact. Follow. All right, and Lamprey, we are going to have you continue to head out, and I'm going to have you guys land onto the Lamprey. Land, and the Lamprey is going to begin immediately leaving to Sol in particular. Okay, 10th Fighter Squadron is on the way to Pinecon Traveler, traveling at speed of 4,642 seconds, or 42 kilometers per second. We travel about double their total speed. We have detected another vessel detected as Caprica Traveler. Caprica Traveler detected as well. Multiple travelers detected. All right, we are going to dispatch. Do we have anyone in local area that can be available for dispatch to help? Not currently. I'm going to order the 3rd Carrier Strike Group to be moved to Nerox at all fastest speed. 53 days out for that. Do we have anyone in Zitomir who is available for immediate support? Not as it stands. Very well, then we will have to provide immediate defensive action for ourselves. We will head towards Pycon Traveler is behind Caprica and Geminon Traveler. We will attempt to kill Pycon Traveler before the other travelers to reduce total casualties. Luthien Fighter Defenses, we are going to have the 10th Bear Squadron head towards Waypoint. Move towards location. We now detect total of 2 Caprica Travelers, 2 Geminon Travelers, 1 Pycon Traveler. That means direct in front is weaker enemy vessels. Significant enemy fleet has been detected and is heading in our direction. Okay, we will attempt to... What was that? Updating hostile ship contact. We will attempt to engage Caprica and Geminon Traveler first. What is distance from local area? 1.1 million kilometers. Okay, 753 tons, similar sizes. We will head towards Geminon Traveler 004. Follow. And we will engage those targets as primary. They are heading sideways to us. They are attempting to flee local area. 10th Fighter Squadron will attempt to engage. F2165 was engaged and destroyed. We are continuing to travel on. Okay, I will order fire to be made against combat target. Which one is this? We will do Geminon Traveler 003. Assign fleet. Open fire all. Assign fleet. 3 F2s destroyed. Okay. We lost another F2. We are engaging right now. We lost another F2. Taking serious losses. We're continuing to fire. Geminon class Traveler destroyed. However, we have taken serious losses at this point. Bear Squadron, you are now ordered to begin immediate fire at whatever you can. Assign fleet. Continue fire up. We have lost F2 Squadron. I'm going to immediately military restrict this system. We are going to have to defend with ground forces on Nerox. Our fighters were not enough. In that exact vein, I'm going to begin ordering up an immediate 100 more F2 fighters to be constructed. Our fighter defenses are not enough to deal with a full-on fleet, and we will have to move in a larger fleet. The 3rd carrier group has already been sent and will provide immediate assistance. In that vein, I'm also going to dispatch the GNS Ganymede with 4 destroyers. The GNS Ganymede with 4 destroyers will refuel, resupply. We will rename this to the 1st Cruiser Strike Group. And we will head directly over to Nerox. as fast as possible. We did manage to destroy one, and we are winning in terms of tonnage trading, but the problem is, obviously, is that we do not have infinite fighters. We fire strength 1 impacts, we cause 7 armor hits. We obviously are, however, suffering significant losses. They are firing their own weapons at us. We are firing, we are managing penetrating hits, though not enough. F2's destroyed, and the enemy is now going to head towards us. This means that our space station in orbit will likely be destroyed. They do not seem to have any ground force capability so far. Nerox has a garrison of... Luthien has a garrison of 25,000 tons with fortification level pretty much maximum. And we'll see how much they will be able to handle on their own. They'll likely loot the F2s, but they're heading directly towards us. They're heading directly towards us. And we obviously did cause some damage to them. We can expect to lose this fighter station as they come in. And the war has begun, ladies and gentlemen. The war has begun. Here they come. My friends are helpless. The O1 was destroyed as part of it. And now they sit above the planet. You'll see what their actions they attempt to do. We are currently playing in defensive roles above our world. We have lost contact and they have moved away. They're moving now back. Life pods have been destroyed. This is unfortunate. Condor class destroyed. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Crap, I shouldn't pay more attention to that. Crap. Surprise attack. We had no idea. Geminon Traveler got right on top. Are you kidding me? Okay, that is a problem. We need... Where the hell is... That is a serious, serious problem that we... I did not see that. It should have really interrupted me for that. Okay, Zitomir jump point is there. These guys are moving away. You are going over here. Colony ships, you're heading over to Zitomir. You're heading over to Earth, to Arrakis Alpha 3 jump point. Fuel Transport Group 1. This shouldn't have happened. Bloody should not have happened. They got a surprise attack on us. We'll just call that. I need to be very careful in incrementing forward, going forward here. Fuel Transport Group 1. Naval Logistics. Logistics Group. Fuel Transport Group 1. You need to head over to Zitomir. Head over to Arrakis and seek refuge there. Contact detected in Alpha. Yeah, I can see that. Let's turn the Rex off for now. Rex. Okay, and we've lost detection of them. We're trying to flee with our freighters. Contact re-established in Nerox with hostile ships. Freighters 2 need to get the hell out of there. We're going to stop all transport, head back to Sol, begin refueling. Detection in Nerox. Enemies are above Nerox 1. Ship detected in Nerox 1. Scorpia Traveler. Looks like one of their troop transports. Heading in our direction. Freighters 2. Yep. Our ground forces will have to defend themselves. Zitomir detection. Arrakis, fighter defenses. Launch, launch, launch. Fighter defenses. Arrakis, fighter defenses. 9th Badger Squadron. Your job is protection. You must protect the colony. Head towards contact. Follow. You should be able to destroy them relatively easily. We have no other military forces here, so we're going to have to send them in to provide immediate response. Nerox, no Geminon class vessels detected. We've detected speed. It's fleeing. We will catch and we will destroy. No mercy for the slaughterers of our friends. Sign fleet. Prepare to go in. Contact re-established with Gemini Traveler. That's fine. So re-established. And we have detection of enemy vessel. Ship combat, Gemini Traveler. Assign fleet. And open fire fleet. And as soon as you get within range. Here we go. Closing in now. We sustained 1 hit against us. Armor holding. F118. Explosion detected. That is 1 down. We are nearly within closing distance. We lost 189, but we have managed to begin penetrating through the armor. 9 more penetrating hits into the armor. We have now knocked its engines out. And enemy ship has been destroyed. We can turn Rex back on to have a look at that. Let me turn those back on. Display. Where the hell are the Rex at? Am I not looking in the right area? Launch platform, body fleet, manure packets, draw planet name, hull numbers. Oh, there we go, Rex. Okay, Rex. So we lost 2 fighters for that, but we managed to beat them off. Okay, head back to Araka's fighter defenses and land. I'm going to head back over to Nerox as we see the enemy Scorpio Traveler head towards us. Scorpio Traveler, likely a troop transport. Let's actually halt their fire. Ceasefire on fleet. Scorpio transport heading our way. Contact re-established. Let's see if it manages to unload its forces. Okay, Caprica Traveler also detected it just opened up there. We're still some ways off between any response forces managing to reach the area. We have currently available to us, Northumberland is stationed on Earth in overhaul. Labrador is stationed on Invictus Colony. You are stationed at JP2 Nerox. You can enter Nerox, actually. Though I'm not sure you would provide any significant capability. You have 11 F2 fighters. I'm not sure that will be enough. We need a full strike group package actually sent there to provide any significant amounts of benefits. Here they come. Okay, detected Nerox, Gemlon class traveler. Sagittarian class travelers. Those look like some, yeah, those look like military troop transports if you ask me. Sol detected Gemini Traveler. Okay, that's a problem. Where's that detection been made? Okay, we will, we're gonna dispatch the first carrier group. First carrier group. You will head towards contact. Move to contact. Actives on. And we will prepare to engage. Okay, first carrier group is on the way towards contact. We will immediately launch, the first Eagle squadron to begin intercept. Contacts follow. And these have a range of 20,000. 30,000, 40,000. Close within as quick distance as possible. Let's go. Target is a significant distance away. F1s are on the way. Actives on. Actives are on. Prepare for intercept. Okay, we are very close now. I'm going to order F1s to assign fleet. Prepare for Attack. Where was that detected? Nerox. Okay, gotta be very careful about that. Okay, we have got successful active sensor ID. Okay, target German Traveler, open fire, fleet, fire, fire, fire. As soon as you can. These are 12cm railguns. These are our best fighters available. And our most expensive. Okay, we're closing in. We suffered no hits against us. Wreck F1 destroyed. 9 energy weapon hits on enemy. 3 penetrating hits secured on enemy. Enemy friendly F1 destroyed. We secured 8 penetrating hits on enemy. 9 penetrating hits on enemy. One of its engines has been knocked out. Enemy ship destroyed. We lost 1 of our number. Eagle Squad, or 2 of our number, my bad, 2 of our number. Head back to the second carrier group, which I believe you are a part of. You are part of the first carrier group, my bad. Land on and join your squadron. You head back to Earth. And I'm going to need to order up more fighters in general. A lot more fighters. Okay, head back to Nerox, where the situation is developing, ladies and gentlemen. Let us halt the weapon fire from those F1s, though, however. They did their job beautifully. However, we need a lot more fighters to be fielded if we are going to stand a chance. Sagittarian Travelers are heading our way. Contact re-established. Eagle Squadron has arrived. Here come the enemy vessels on approach. Detection. Here we go. Continuing to head our way. That's a lot of enemy vessels. Sagittarian Travelers, Caprica Travelers, a lot of vessels indeed. I'm not sure that will be enough. Us sending that will be enough. I'm going to order the second carrier group to be dispatched immediately to Zitomir and to Nerox. Our ground forces may die an honorable death, but that may be the requirement. Libran Traveler, much larger commercial signature this. They're heading directly towards the planet. Deep Space Tracking Station can detect that. They probably have begun an unloading process. We should have probably built some STOs, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Ground combat has begun. May God have mercy. We have killed... Oh, God. This is not good. Okay. Their weapon, 6-shot, 15. Okay, I need to know what kind of enemies we're dealing with in terms of ground combat capability here. Elite Infantry, 6-shot, 15 penetration. That's probably cap, or heavy cap. That is very concerning. Estimated enemy force on planet. Civilian casualties, 6,600 enemy forces. The 3rd Infantry Regimental Division has been destroyed. We are not in... The entire ground force was wiped out. The colony will likely now be occupied. May God have mercy on the civilians who live there. They'll be enslaved and probably taken away. Nerox has been lost, ladies and gentlemen. Nerox has been lost. We will see that happen now. 1.44 million souls live on that planet. 1.44 million. Infantry Battalion wiped out on Luthien. Luthien is lost. Luthien is lost. Detection of enemy ship in Alpha. Scorpion Traveler. We have nothing in the area. The Essex is there. The Essex is there. Listen up, Essex. You need to stop that troop transport with whatever you can do. 13th Fighter Wing. Detach. And begin immediate launch towards enemy. Contacts detected. Move towards enemy system locations. Follow at all due speed. Distance from target is 1.1 billion. We cannot manage to reach there. Essex, you must reach. You must reach that colony. Cancel. Head towards Kareem at all due haste. 9.3 days. All parent units have been lost. Luthien has been lost. Conquering barbarians have seized Luthien. The colony is dead, and we've lost the people there. May they have, may they hold better. May they live a better life in the afterlife. We are not out yet, however. Okay, the Essex is on the way. Talos, contact. Talos, contact. Talos, contact. We've lost contact in Talos. Talos, contact. Gemini Traveler near the escort carrier Labrador. Heading our way, 6.8 million kilometers. Order up Labrador to detach. 15th Fighter Wing. 15th Fighter Wing. Begin moving towards contact. Follow. We lost a ship already. That was a mistake. Okay. Also, assign fire controls. Assign fire controls. Prepare. Fire. Assign fleet. Open fire. Assign fleet. Fire, fire, fire. 30 armor hits. F2072 destroyed. Penetrating hits now succeeding on enemy vessel. Secondary explosion. Enemy ship destroyed. 15th Fighter Wing. Ceasefire. Head back to your fleet. Ceasefire all. Ceasefire fleet. Head back to your escort carrier. The Labrador. I need to head back over to Zittimer, Taladon, Alpha. Alpha Essex is on the way. We will reclaim Luthien. You mark my words. We will reclaim Luthien. The third carrier group and the first cruiser strike group is on the way as well now. At full speed. Gemini Traveler detected. Now in orbit. We will rescue the crews that lay dead. We will rescue those crews that lay dead at our feet here, unfortunately. JNS Essex moving in. Distance 52 million kilometers. Enemy vessel has fled the area. The Essex, all active sensors on. All active sensors on, please. Many active sensors we can get. Enemy detected. Gemini Traveler detected. Thermal for over there. 13th Fighter Wing, detach. Actives on. Head towards contact at full speed. Head towards waypoint area. Waypoints. Move as fast as possible, please. It's kind of standing there, being menacing. Okay, it's moving off, so we can detect it with thermal signatures. Follow target. Contact detected properly. Assign fire controls. Weapons assigned. Assign fleet. Open fire all. Open fire fleet. F2's coming in. Ship destroyed. F2049 destroyed. 30 armor hits on enemy. 3 penetrating hits. And 14 penetrating hits. We lost another F2. 15 penetrating hits. And it's attempting to ram our ships. We destroyed target. Successful destruction by the 13th Fighter Wing. Lost 2 fighters in process. Damage control railgun on that is fine. Okay, head over to Kareem immediately. It'll do haste. We will begin rescue operations with our main carrier. Ceasefire fleet. We will begin rescue operations as needed with the main carrier. Those guys won't survive. That'll be 11 hours. They'll take 3 hours. How long will it take for the Essex to arrive? Essex, give me an idea. How long will it take you to head to the life pods? Rescue survivors. 9 hours. Condor is 9 hours away. We can reach that. Rescue those survivors as top priority. 13th Fighter Wing, head over. Okay, Kareem is secure. We have secured Kareem Outpost. Fuel harvesters also secure. First cruiser strike group and third carrier group, as well as the second carrier group, are on the way to Nerox. We are going to need to mount a reinvasion of the world that they may have already left. Alright, I'm going to leave the episode off here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. We're at war, ladies and gentlemen. We are at war. Losses already mounted. 1.44 million civilians dead. 25,000 ground forces. Entire strike bases have been destroyed. We must re-establish security and begin immediate construction efforts. Leave your suggestions below on what we should do. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.